Okay, should be live. Where's my chat? I currently have a bit of issues. Wait, if I follow her. Anyway, I have a bit of issue with copying text from Instagram, so I'm just going to and my Kara post is done. Okay, leading there. I think there's becoming a lot of bots on Blue Sky. Facebook. Instagram. Mastodon. Not sure if it's Mastodon or Mastodon. That's on, that's on. That I still need to read, so maybe later. And I think Twitter has also been posted. Yep. Okay. So all have been posted. Now, before I start drawing, because I always get pop-ups in the likes, I first gonna try and wave away a little fly that's been bugging me. I actually have a little bit, tiny bit positive news about Faros. His condition will not change. So he's still terminal and his days are numbered and the bad day is coming closer and closer. But about 15 minutes ago, he suddenly put his paw on me. He used nails as well, so that was a bit less, but he was wanting attention and I wasn't paying attention, so he put his paws on me. I hope I responded correctly by, well, just not paying much attention to it to not scare him away. So a little bit of that. So I think Faros now finally knows he is in his forever home. Bit late, 8-9 years late. And he's flourishing now that Vladimir's gone. We had that with Max as well. Some cats just handle other cats, but flourish when they're alone. And Faros is probably one of those. His past few days have been okay. And yeah, he has about 2 attacks a day now, but he still eats a lot, drinks a lot, takes good care of himself. He doesn't show any signs of wanting to let go just yet, so we're going on. Yeah, so that's about Faros. Had some other news, but I completely forgot about it. So wonderful. And good afternoon to you as well. It's already evening here. I got a whole bottle of drink, so I'm gonna start with hydrating. But yes, that was very exciting news, and I know that people who don't care about cats might be indifferent about it, but it was a very important moment for me. Now, the penny comic of this week, I only have one article, but I don't really have a story idea yet, so I'm first gonna brainstorm and don't put that in the recording for the speed stream, the speed video. See, there we are with extra pop-ups nobody asked for. We've almost completed year 17. Don't mind repeating myself. I only have one pet at the moment, a cat, and he's terminal, so that's a bit heavy. But he's also a very scaredy cat, probably been abused by his previous owners, and now about 8-9 years after he's been with us, he finally realizes we don't mean to harm him, and he can get all the cuddles he wants, or at least pets, because he doesn't want to be cuddled. And he put his paw on me today for the very first time in 9 years. So that's a very important moment for me. And it made me very happy. Can a partner also count as a pet? Well, I do feed him, but I don't clean up after him. That's something he does himself. So let's see. I need to organize a little bit my screen. Almost completed year 17. It's comic 883. So let's see what the article is about. Apparently it's fashion week in my town. Reading the article at the moment, something you can see. I think I have an idea. Now the title. Bit meh, but it technically works. So I'm first going to send it to the people who are a bit further away. But I need a little bit more time text check. Questions. If I were to provide your channel with free advertisement, do I have your permission? If so, I just send an ID, but don't worry, it's somewhere which allows for it. So you mean you want to advertise my channel? Because that's something I'm okay with as long as done with, well, kindness. But I'm assuming that's your intention. Or do you mean that I advertise other people? So let me get started with the sketching. I now have my eye on the chat again, so now I can answer questions more clearly. Oh, how about I press record? You know, that thing I often forget. Pressed record. We are recording. Sketching. I'm okay with being advertised. Like I said, as long as it's done with kindness and respect, I don't mind. And other platforms are fine as well. I'm currently on Twitch, on YouTube. That's the streaming ones, but I'm also on a lot of social medias. So, like I said, as long as it's done with respect and kindness, I'm okay with spreading the name and the link. Yeah. Shape dynamics. Oh, talking about Photoshop, you know, the one I'm closing down right now and restarting. Remember how I was worried about losing my Photoshop 7.0 disk for future computers with all my Compitones that I bought? I found it back. It was in my Micro Studio for some odd reason. But yeah, it's back. That's one more thing, or one less thing to worry about. And no, I don't know yet what Penny's going to create for her outfit. It's going to be outlandish. But also something that incorporates her other outfits. And feel free to send me the link when you advertised. If it's on a platform I can visit anyway, that's fine. I'm not a for some reason I can't respond to whispers. So please use one of my other social medias like Twitter X or Mastodon, Blue Sky, Instagram, even Facebook. I have a lot of links. And Penny is it's actually Pen E in this case. She's the mascot for my local newspaper. And that is a mostly digital newspaper, a newsletter. It's all about my town. And that site is called pen.nl, as in pen, P-E-N. So that's why she's called Penny. So it is a connection to the name of the newspaper she appears in. And my VTuber is based after her, and I'm not looking that scared. Come on, smile. I'm smiling. I'm happy. Fathers touched me. The holy thing happened. And by the looks of this, at the moment, I might be able to do a cross stream this Sunday. Not completely certain, of course, because it's in the future. The Netherlands is using more and more English words because it's popular and it's the language of the kids. I know that sounds like I'm ancient, but um, a lot of our youngsters are online and on English sites. Hence is why the English of most teenagers are quite decent. So if you ever visit the Netherlands, almost anyone can speak a little bit of English, some a bit more. And the teens, yeah, they follow the language of the internet, which is mostly English to them anyway. And I'm not sure if I already told it, but um, at the end of the month, I'm giving a workshop in the museum in Leiden. That one I probably already mentioned. But I've been asked to also host a workshop in June. It's not fully confirmed yet. The school still has to say okay. But I'm kind of their go-to gal for teaching workshops, manga for beginners, for schools. Okay, I think I'm going for extravagant gown because I like designing extravagant gowns. So this is curtains. So there's going to be a light over here. It looks like a sun now, but so we have mostly a back view. Should I do something about Penny's hair? I think I'm gonna do something about Penny's hair as well. I mean, it's fashion, so. And I know the Penny cosplayer is listening, but while I'm always okay with you creating all the outfits, you don't have to. Okay, now the final one is one of those catwalk poses. Penny Gaga. I have to admit, I know about Lady Gaga, but I didn't really follow much about her. Of course, I know Poker Face. I mean, she has a good singing voice. She just never appealed to me. So this is kind of my standard pose from ye olden days. So nothing new there. Let's see. Her hair is on this side, so she's turning around. So that means this goes like this and a little bit over here. Feel free to always design your own penny outfits if you want to. Okay, and the final one, I want to make it more. That's better. She could be wearing a swan dress like Björk. Yeah, it could, but yeah, as long as it's not alive. Anyway, what else? I'll be visiting the Creadu. So anyone who's not Dutch might be confused about, and Belgian people might understand it. The Creadu is kind of like a creative fair where you can, find all about the new creative hypes. And of course, it's always overpriced. But I've been invited, so there you go. Also with a wonderful person, because I know that person is sometimes listening. I did not forget our date. We're going there. Line art. Just have to make sure I get home as soon as possible so I can go to the Creadu. Last time I went to the Creadu, I spent way too much money. Absolutely. Some items I haven't been able to use yet, and I was very, very happy with my, well, 1 meter 50 metal ruler. Okay, got the feedback. Fine. Also, talking about projects or whatever I was talking about. Oh, pardon me. I also started editing. Wait, wrong screen. Started editing book 6, final round, Dutch. Where's my chat? Someone ate my chat. Where's my chat? Someone ate my chat. My chat is gone. Where did my chat go? I know it's still here. I just can't see any of the text, so maybe restarting doesn't help. Let's see. Pretty much all are on Twitch, so I'll just go to Twitch so I can see at least the comments over there. So if there's anyone from YouTube, unfortunately can't see your comments at the moment, and I have no idea why. Some people doing good business there. Still weird that my chat has just suddenly finished. Well, I'm not gonna look into this one here. Right layer. Also going to do some, well, great. Well, at least now I'm on Twitch, so I can report about myself. Spam. Offering viewers. There's not even a human reading it, but you have to type something and block him. Now, I'm going to draw that is very dangerous. Don't do this at home. Penny can do this because she's a comic character. Wait, I have someone watching on YouTube, so I'm going to open the stream on YouTube as well. Where am I? So I sometimes just have to. Let's see. Spammer. Someone who's offering viewers. Really annoying that might restream. But I can't really restart the video. That makes it a little bit trickier with converting the videos. Okay, so her whole head is way too much. There we go. Let's see if I can split screen. Because it's. There we go. And thank you for the greetings. I don't name people because of privacy, but the YouTuber is greeting everyone on Twitch. How kind. Wait, it's a bit summery and warm, so I can give her outfit. It's actually been quite nice weather. Last Sunday, I took my bike and cycled along with my husband, who was running. Well, he ran about 12K, and so that means I cycled about 12K. Okay, this can be bigger. Sketch in the background. Oh, I have a lot of my stream, and I think it has to do with either my provider or this computer. Once in a while, it just drops. And Twitch is sending hellos to YouTube. There we go. But anyway, let's hope that editing book 6 goes a lot faster than the previous. How about I fish her elbow? I did see the comment. And I will look at the virtual YouTuber wiki when I finish the art. And depending on the time, I might split the. Because it might zoom in for that. Lines get on for some other reason. Looks like there's a sun up there. Well, and bigger with each time. And remember, I don't think about gravity. My comic doesn't have gravity if I don't. See her massive hair ponytail. Probably some extensions. And thank you for the compliments about Penny. Because there's a few things in design I made for the back, so that's something you need to do in front as well. A little bit of embroidery. Jam, of course. What are these comics usually about? Because she's a mascot for newspapers, are usually about things that happen in the town or things that happen to me. So there's slice of life. And yeah, not that interesting in the town and don't know what this is about. Sometimes I use it to advertise things like special events. Sometimes I give a little report like my trip to Edinburgh in Scotland, how I lived through that. It's a bit tricky if you don't have the entire don't have but that does mean they get the best time of their life with me. To them as well. So a couple of weeks ago we had one about Vladimir the cat, whom we still very, very much miss. It was, and there will be new cats. A fact, but first we'll make sure that Vados has a great time as long as we'll have him. Yeah, you could say that Penny is exaggerated town news or aspects of me. I've been doing this for about 15 years now, so I want something extra, something you didn't see on the back, but because it was low, there's going to be a bit of pin here. But that's the what it's about. This looks fancy enough. Here was one of our other cats. He fell to aggressive renal cancer. So he was pretty much fine one day and gone the next, pretty much. Okay, sketch gone. So for the non-Dutch speaking, op de catwalk, on the catwalk. Fashion Week in Nieuwegein draait om meer dan mode. Fashion Week in Nieuwegein is about more than fashion. Het draait niet om. There's a double om. Niet alleen om. That's it. Modeontwerpen, maar it's not about design fashion, but also your self-confidence. And before you know it, you'll rock the catwalk. And thank you for the condolences. Oh, the first frame eye of Penny is not looking great. Maybe I can just move it slightly. Here. I said slightly bigger. Thank you. I said slightly bigger. And now the entire eye just needs to slightly to here. And a bit bigger. Correct? No. Is it about the same size? It's slightly smaller, which is supposed to be. Okay, I'm just going to use an old trick because I can't see it. Let's see. Flip, 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 flip. Transform. This is a trick. If you can't see the error, this is a way to see the error anyway. And indeed, Penny is my VTuber model. I do have a couple of more VTuber models. But for my, well, Penny webcomics. Now first I need to turn off the text. Add a little line over here. Multiply, lock the layer, because I always color on the wrong layer. Some hand coloring will be needed. A lot of hand coloring. Let's see if this fixes it. Yep. There are actually not really translated comic strips. I had someone who wanted to translate them and did a couple, but they were never posted. Let's see, did my chat turn? Nope, chat's still gone. Because I think that's degrading the quality of the stream, because I have 2 streams open. That's gotta take a lot of memory. That doesn't make sense, so let's do it like this. There we go. Maybe one day in the future, if I find the time, translate the comics. So maybe after I finished correcting my book and my and finished my 7th novel, because I haven't finished a book after that yet. That's still something that needs to be done. I think I'm going for the fancy gradient. So I'm first going to select color. That's easier to select. That's just for future. Don't worry about it. So it's not going to be a yellow dress. And red velvet curtains. The catwalk in this there is to be literally. There's in Nieuwegein, well, there's a fashion week in Nieuwegein, apparently. That's being organized by high schoolers. And they don't just focus on fashion, they also focus on well-being. So, and getting confidence to present your own art. So, the news article was also called The Catwalk, which in Dutch is Rock the Catwalk. So that's not really that different. But you have to be yellow. That's your natural color. So this is my way to let people know there's something happening. And apparently it's Fashion Week. And I haven't saved in a while. No. What happened? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Phew. I did save not too long ago. But that was a startle. Where did my comic go? Yep, my news is about pretty much anything positive in Nieuwegein, but not always. Sometimes it's about sad, like when I lost my cat. But it's pretty much, I try to highlight positive news, something happening, stuff. It's going to have a lot of effects afterwards. And of course, it takes a lot of courage if you get out and show your own creation on the catwalk. Okay, so now it was not that great for me to pick the same yellow for Smeltjan, but okay, we're going to make it. Ik ben niet voor één gat te vangen. I have no idea. And now I need some. And here. Okay. So now I'm going to create the effect. Great. And if it's a bit too much, that's okay. Yeah, it was a bit too much, but that's okay. Now I have the layer. Let's first remove that a little bit. Why is it now suddenly early? Because, I just need. I think my computer is not very happy with me having two streams open, both Twitch and YouTube. That's straining the system a lot. I'm quite peeved that my chat just died, my normal chat. Yeah, this looks nice. Okay, so first we're gonna save again. Then we're gonna merge it all. So it makes it easier for highlights and all. Where did my white from the eye go? I really dislike this eye. Wrong layer again. Yeah, I couldn't upgrade from my PC. Would be lovely if I had the funds for it, but it probably will help a lot more if I just close down the streams, as in I'm looking at the streams of YouTube and Twitch at the same time as well. So I don't think a computer is designed to do that. So next week we better. Oh wait, I have to keep the light in mind. That's blur. I need to burn. That's a bit too much. Didn't work that way. How about I include this part? No, wait. This layer, this part, E, and now we have the effect layer. About that. And what effects I just mean visual. Now these two can have the same backgrounds. Making the same mistake twice. Now the first thing I'm going to do is use effect. You know, the evil one that one should never use. lens flare. It's completely empty. No, it's not. Okay, so that's not allowed. And here's still a bit of fine. Let's see, because I know a couple of tricks. Layer. Right. It doesn't do that because it needs to be a solid one. Okay, so that will be done at the end. Finally, just final. I'm almost done with the comic, which is right in time for Vader's medicine. So I'll be taking a very short break after the comic. Where is my homemade star? Then no scattering. There we go. And thank you about the compliment about my shading. And now I should be able to add the dreaded lens flare, because I want it over here. Could be that this is too much, but we'll see. That's way too much. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Nothing on the other panels. Nope. Wait. This is more rectangle instead of speech bubbles. Because there's no spoken text, this is more story time. cylindrical beam after I finish the text here. Let's see if that effect might work. First one, and now I need to that's the wrong way. This way. And then I need first to put this back, otherwise I'll get an error. It's either the lens flare or the spotlight, but I don't think both would work. So not on this frame, but who knows? Let's try the other one. Still have another panel. Let's see. It's the final panel. Doesn't work in the third panel, does work in the final panel. So now it's text check time for those who want to. Let's see, and the final one. So thus far, no mistakes found. Let's see. I'm awaiting other comments because I know there's twice right in it, but Grammatically, I think draait would be better. But I'm waiting for other opinions. So let's first save the code. Okay, because that usually doesn't have any text with it. There was apparently an update with my computer and I don't like it. The symbols for JPEGs have already set prepare for Windows 11, which I don't want. In the past, I wonder if anyone would make these outfits of Penny, and currently I have 2 people who might be crazy enough to just do that. Let's see the text. I do need to send the article to my editor as well. Because this is new pen.nl as well. So more Dutch in the picture. By the way, I recorded audio note last Thursday. I do hope I'll be able to record 12 this Thursday, but I can't be sure because one of our electricity meters is going to be changed. And well, that's usually the time when I record. So first, it's yep. I think that's yeah. Wait, is it? I think I might have a typo. Okay, so there is a space. Apparently, in Dutch, it's without a space. Hey, at least I checked before it went live. So the Dutch Fashion Week is space, the English with a space. Did I write it? How do you? Yeah, that's the English version again. It's always hard to summarize an entire article in a couple of lines. I think this is going to be the text. Yeah, I think I can change that one. After all, it's about proper grammar, so I got feedback that this is also proper grammar. There we go. And of course the text, so you can read it. And I'm going to shut down Twitch and YouTube for a moment so that you apologize. This is my comments section. Wait, something? Yay! I saw some. Great, so I only see that the overlay. But that's the old streams. I want the new comments. Anyway, you should have all had time to read the text. I can make it a little bit bigger. So I can read your comments again. Yeah, if it's still blurry, I'm sorry, I can't fix that. Quality settings. I'm recording it at 720p anyway. So you know what I'm gonna do, because this is pretty much the end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close down Restream. So the stream gets shut live again. Hopefully that fixes the chat and also the quality. So